with me. Hey, spend a little time with me. What up? Let me get the Insta right, please. Let me get the Insta grandma right. We talking relationships, Eddie Sean. What up? We talking relationships today. Because, again, I train the sexiest women on the planet. And sexy women attract men. That's just how that goes. I mean, it's a good thing. Sexy attracts sexy. I'm saying, look, I'm a student of the game. I pay attention to everything. Let me see who I got with me. Eddie Sean, Lasagna, Tawana, Miss Thick with it, Suzanne Doris. What up? We talking. We talking about the advantages. What I do? We talking about the advantages of being and feeling sexy. And the theme of the day, if you want a great man, you got to get yourself some attention. I'm giving you the inside scoop. I'm telling you how to get everything you want. I'm telling you. I'm spilling man secrets. What I got with me over here? I'm spilling man secrets. I'm telling you how to get everything you want with that banging body. Because again, the first thing we look at is not your finger waves. It's not your nails. It's not your toes. It's your body. It's your body. Hey, Shapiro. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Loretta. That's what we talk about. Now, let me give you a great case in point. What up? I see you looking at me. That Ash. I see you looking at me. Look, let's talk. Okay. Now, let me tell you where all this stems from. Okay. Because, again, everything goes back to attention. And that's what I'm trying to tell you because, again, you're my group. You're my fam. You're my team. And look, TV stuff is no different than relationship stuff. As you know, I'm on TV every day in different countries as we speak. Boom! But TV is not so different than relationships and getting the relationship you want. Because, again, it's all about getting yourself some attention. That's what it all goes back to. Getting yourself attention. Because, again, if you have a whole bunch of single women out there and nobody stands out, or even if there's a whole bunch of dudes out there and they don't stand out, everybody's the same. Everything looks the same. Okay? So it's kind of like this. When you create, this is where it gets good. And this is probably the easiest time in history to get the person you want. Y'all ready for me to share how to get what you want? Because a lot of people don't do this. And again, I'm giving you the TV side of stuff. Okay. Why do people watch some of their favorite shows? Because they know it's on. I mean, if you watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know that it comes on Sunday. Okay. Because you look for it every Sunday. Okay. You know that Braxton Family Values comes on Thursday. Okay. You know when the have and the have-nots probably come on. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, what is that, Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Hey, you know when it comes on, right? Okay. How do you know? How do you know when it comes? Because those shows are brands. And you will hear me say this to you every single time. Your life changes when you buy into the fact that, yes, you, ma'am, you're a brand. See, people look out for brands because brands command attention. And the person who gets the most attention gets the person that they want. I give you a great case in point. You could have a woman who has a banging body, great personality. Okay, put that against a person who has a banging body, a beautiful personality, but has a name that you know behind it. Two beautiful women, but one of them you know. One of them has a reputation. One of them, when they go somewhere, they get all of the praise and the applause. They get the looks. And there's no difference in the women. There's no difference in looks. There's no difference in waistline. There's no difference in nothing. But what's the difference? One bought into the fact that they were a brand and commands attention, and the other one hasn't. That was $5,000 worth of advice right there. And that right there will become your unfair advantage. That right there. You got to get yourself, first of all, you got to buy into the fact that you are a brand. So when you post up stuff, you know, it's got to be intentional of attracting the right attention. I know people right now who post right now who attract the same type of attention from the same type of guy, because have you ever just seen somebody say or heard somebody say, you know, I don't know why I keep just attracting the same type of person. You never changed up your game. You never changed up your strategy. Listen, strategy. Because you just thought of yourself as being everyday common. Because you've never had somebody like me to tell you you are a brand. Again, let's use these two examples again. They both look the same. One bought into the fact that she's a brand. She commands, she commands attention, and she gets what she wants because she's like, I'm a brand. I'm high end. Call me bougie if you want to, okay? But you've labeled me so you know who I am versus you don't know who this is. You call her bougie, she has a title. You know who she is. So even if you call her bougie, and if you're the guy calling her bougie, you know if your financials are not in order, you know not to step to this one. So any randomness will step to this one over here because they don't know they're a brand. This one does. So she weeds out people. People disqualified themselves because she's already identified who she was. Identification. You are a brand. Now define how you're going to be defined. That's how you get what you want. You got to buy into the fact that you're a brand. Then you have to write your own narrative. Okay? You got to write your own narrative. And play with me on this one. How would you describe yourself? We're going to play. We're going to play. Hold on. Who can I bring on? Who can I bring on? How would you describe yourself currently? I'm going to show you something, okay? How would you describe yourself currently? And I'm going to read. I'm going to mess you up. Get ready to get messed up. How would you describe yourself as of now? Describe yourself. Write your own narrative. Be honest. How would you describe you? Not how others would describe you. How would you describe you at this present moment? We're going to play a little game. We're going to play a little game. We're going to play a little game. I want to see. I want to see. How would you describe you? Take your time. Okay? Melinda says I describe myself as fat. That ain't attractive. Nobody wouldn't want to do that. Okay? Watch though. Be honest though. But I like your honesty though, Melinda. Thank you. Okay? Magically inspiring, empowerment, transforming. Good. That's cool. That's cool. I like your answer, Melinda. We good. Risk taker. Okay? Okay? That's good. Fun. Good. Driven. Good. Now watch. Hey, Deidre. Motivated, good. Now let's watch. Now watch me on this one. Independent. Okay, now watch me on this. Watch. Now, from this point forward, describe how you would like to be known as. In other words, being creative in your imagination. If you were Superwoman, if you were the consummate Superwoman, Wonder Woman, how would you wish to be described? How would you want to be described as? Based upon your creativity and mindset of who you want to become. Not who you are right now, but if you were to close your eyes and just stir up your imagination, and when you write it out, when you type it out, use your imagination. And I want you to go big. I want you to go big. And keep in mind, X out who you think you are right now. We talk about who you want to become. We talk about who you want to become. Put down who you want to become. Use your imagination and be as big as you want to be with it. Take the parking brake off. Be as big as you want to. Let me see. Successful, strong-minded, independent. Good. But watch that independent, because independent means alone. And you don't want to be alone. Because look, dudes like me want to take care of you. I'm married, but dudes who act like me, they want to take care of you. So leave that independent off. You can be independent. You can be silent about that independent. That could be like the L is silent or the N is silent. Good. Hardworking, talented, passionate, strong. Okay, good. Dynamic. See, that's what I'm talking about. Dynamic, bold, charismatic. That's what I'm talking about. See, come on. Let me see. See, y'all doing it. Good. Calm, peaceful, fearless. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. A leader, knowledgeable, confident, self-reliant, modest, humble, assured, financially secure, value. Come on with it. That's good. 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 A woman who knows what she wants and don't stop until she gets it. Real determined. Good. Rare and dominant. Good. Good. I like it. I like it. Now, successful, all around go-getter. Now, I want you to look at, I'm going to mess you up. I want you to look at what you just wrote. Now become it. Now become it. Because let me come at you as a man. What I just read as a man is attractive. What I read, what you thought of yourself in terms of what you want to be known as, the greater version of yourself, is flat out sexy. And it differentiates yourself from everybody else. So what you just wrote, live it out now. We're not talking about your now. We're talking about living out your wow. We're not talking about your current condition. We're talking about living out your permanent position, because what you wrote, that's who you really are. Now you just have to become it, because again, what you just wrote, that's sexy. That's attractive. Okay? As I said earlier, stop chasing, start attracting. And what you just wrote was attractive. Every single last one of you. Everything you just described yourself in terms of what you want to be, seeing yourself down the road bigger, you've just separated yourself. So let me ask you a dumb question. All those attributes you just put down with a banging body, a Kenyan-fied banging body with those attributes you just described, would you not be dominant? Would you not be able to get the attention you wanted, needed, and deserve to attain that person you ultimately want? Would you not be able to get the person you wanted with those characteristics and that banging behind body? Yes, no, or maybe. Yes, no, or maybe. Tammy, they were just trying to get draws, son. Don't fall for that, okay? I'm just talking to you as a man. Because you're an attractive woman. Anytime a dude says, Oh, I saw all of those values. You're attractive, okay? Don't fall for that. They were just trying to come from a different angle. They saw booty. Look, I shoot you straight. They saw booty, but they know they've heard that you so fine and you so this and you so that. So they had to come from a different angle. There has never been a man living or dead who has just you. I saw those values in you right after I saw your chest and your booty. That's what he meant to say. Look, I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, sure, you might not like it, but you know I'm telling the truth. I'm just saying. Put all of that together. Bind to yourself as a brand, and you have get the body, get yourself Kenyified. Put it together with your branding of self. Get yourself some attention. You have my personal guarantee. If you do those 3 things, you'll be able to have anybody you want to. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Tammy, you still a good looking woman, honey. Stop. Okay? You can believe what you want to, but I'm trying to tell you the truth. If you want to be blind like Stevie and Ray Charles, you go for it. Okay? Look, you was ugly. If you were ugly, look, if you was ugly and there was no apparentness of beauty, then yeah, I would buy that, but yeah. Yeah, right. Let's wave her away. Anyway, but this is the deal. Do those 3 things. I'm gonna teach you how to look, I'm gonna teach you how to get what you want. Because life is about getting what you want. Life is about having options. Because this is the thing. I heard something that rubbed my spirit wrong. The other day. Heard some. Let's see. Tammy. Ain't she pretty? I had to get rid of it though because she was talking mess, and I'm like, hon, don't fall for that mess. And I ain't gonna let stuff just kind of bleed into stuff. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you right, but you trying to. I'm like, hon, we'll let you be blinded alone by yourself. Stop, because you're a good-looking woman. Look, anytime somebody tells you you're good-looking and they're complimenting you, just take the compliment. A lot of times we just want to continue to yap. Okay? Take the compliment. And that's the other piece of it, too. Look, when somebody compliment you, learn how to accept compliments. Because some of y'all don't know how to take compliments. And that turns people off. Okay, so when people tell you how good you look, don't come back with this whole thing. Oh, I done had this thing for about I had this thing about 5 years. This thing old. Or dang, have you lost weight? Yeah, I lost weight, but not as much as I hope. You know, I still got some love handles I got to get rid of. But you look so good. Well, if you say so, I don't see it. Learn how to take compliments. That's the other piece of it too. Feel me on that, okay? Because that makes you attractive too. Because we look at how you answer stuff too. If you are a gloom and doom person, that's not attractive. Let's go back to my original statement of you're supposed to attract. You're supposed to, your job is to attract and not to chase. When you learn how to accept compliments, that makes you attractive. Okay? When you start talking crazy after somebody done, took the time to compliment you, that chases quality people away. that chases folks away. I'm just saying. But if you really want to take your game to a different level, nah, y'all ain't ready for that. I don't care if it's business. I don't care what it is. Life is about standing out. Life is about creating a first impression, last impression. You want to stay in people's heads, okay? So let me give you a little free advice because that's what I do. When somebody compliments you, if you have a hard time accepting it, we're going to work on this because life is a work. Let me give you something good. When somebody compliments you, compliment them back, please. Because let me give you something good. Men don't get complimented. Hardly ever. We don't. Men don't get complimented like that. Men don't get complimented. You know, it's a rarity. Hey, you look good. Yeah. Men don't get that. So when you flip it, again, you done took your game to a different level. So it's kind of like me saying, shoot. It's kind of like me saying, Shapiro, you look gorgeous, girl. You look good today. And then you flip it around and you like, you know what? Thank you so much. And you looking quite good yourself. You done scored about 14 points in less than two seconds. Again, that's the number one. If you really want to be honest, that's why a lot of people cheat in relationships, because they don't get compliments. Same reason a lot of women cheat. They don't get compliments. So the person who compliments the most probably end up with the person. I'm saying, as a woman, when you can compliment a dude after they done complimented you, that's a double win. And ain't nobody doing that. And again, that's how you separate yourself from everybody else. So, boom. I'm just saying. Let me read a couple things. That's sweet. That's what Twan says. That's what I do is compliment the man back instead of saying thank you. No. Instead of saying no. But you still gotta accept the thank you though. Okay? Don't Tawana, don't neglect. Don't stiff arm. Accept it make this kind of like football. Catch the pass first. Okay? Before you throw the ball back. Feel me on that. Catch the ball first. Accept the compliment. Then throw it back. Don't drop the pass and then throw the ball back at it. Because when you say thank you and yah blah, then that means what that means to us is you've accepted our flirt. You've accepted it. And then so when you throw it back, boom, it's like, shoot, okay, that's what's up. She accepted my compliment, then she threw me back one. Folk ain't doing that, I'm telling you. And look, I live in Atlanta. The home was all the single women roam. Everybody is fine. Everybody is banging. Everybody is ridiculous. And that's why a lot of dudes don't choose and make decisions on women, because everybody looks the same. So your unfair advantage is when you understand that you are a brand, you're a high level brand, and you treat yourself as a brand, but you also know how to do stuff. I got married because my wife know how to do stuff. She know how to talk to me. She know how to make me feel good. I'm like, I'm tossing a ring on your butt. Boom. It's the small things. It's putting all of it together that take you from being a nice to have to a must have. When you are a brand, you are a must have. Think about all of those people when Apple announces a phone, would just go crazy and just start ordering like immediately. You hadn't even seen the phone. You don't know what it looked like. You don't know if it works correctly. But because Apple is a brand, you will break your neck. If you're able to buy it at midnight, you will stay up to 12:01 to make sure that you can call in and order. Again, Apple is a brand. You are too. And everybody wants Apple. Think of all the high-end brands. Everybody wants an LV bag. Think about it. Everybody, folks want to go to Bora Bora or Dubai. But that's who you are. You're that LV bag. You're Bora Bora. You're that Apple phone. You're that PlayStation. You're high end. But you got to get excited about you. Just like you get excited about those brands. But until you figure out your brand, you'll be like everybody else. Again, let's go from being a nice to have to a must have, but it's not going down until you buy into the fact that you're a brand and you got to get yourself some attention as a brand. You got to get yourself some attention. Boom! That's why I build all of this. Pew, 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 pew. But these discussions right here will take your fine to a different level because it makes no sense for you to be fine, but you don't know what to do with it. Because I used to be, before I got married, I would, if you were fine, you had my attention. But after I done messed with you X amount of times, I would say the same thing. I swear on everything. I would say the same thing. But what do it do? But what else do it do? What's that? What else does it do? Oh, you don't know what to do. On to the next one. On to the next one. Look, so I just done dropped some game on y'all. Look, you just thought, look, I get you hip to everything. Because again, I train y'all some of the finest women on the planet. Like, I tell people all the time, I have the finest women who follow me. I have the finest women that I call friends. I have the finest women that I train. And here's the thing. You gotta stand out. And the great ones stand out. The people who have a long line, they know what to do because they understand how to position themselves as brands so they can get whatever they want to because they done bought into the fact and they understand how to get attention. And until you figure out how to get yourself some attention and you buy into that brand deal, you'll always just keep dealing with the same old people. Keep dealing with the same old people who have the same attributes, who make the same amount of money, who probably have 1 or 2 kids, and probably don't want nothing more but to be able to mess with you. They'll hit, but they won't commit. See what I'm saying? You are a brand. So I'm going to get you hip. Look, to some stuff. How about that? So I love y'all extremely. Look, thanks for hanging out with me. Because again, I lead the look. I tell you stuff dudes won't tell you. That's what I do. I like to give you the inside track on how to get what you want. Because life is about getting what you want. Point blank and period. And if you ain't getting what you want relationship-wise, you got to change your strategy. Yes. People who are successful in anything, no matter if it's weight loss, relationship, money, everybody who's successful in different fields of life, no matter if it's happiness, they all have one thing in common. They have a strategy. And if you don't have a strategy, that's why you're not getting what you want out of life. And that's what's up. I love each and every single last one of you. Oh, don't forget to get the deal of the day. You'll get a one-on-one consultation whenever you get the Super Stomach Shredder from Kenya'CrooksNetwork.com. So order within the hour. You get a one-on-one consultation. And we're going to wrap it. We're going to talk about your dreams. We're going to talk about your goals. And we're going to talk about how you can get the person you want. Because that's what it's all about. Getting all of that and then wrapping it around in a nice, pretty bow with all of the other extras that separates you from everybody else. It's all about standing out. It's all about getting yourself some attention. How about that? I love y'all extremely. Have a great afternoon.